This is Zombie Phil, not even Demon Phil. This is Zombie Phil. Do not adjust your screen sets. Do not look at the times and think that I've just screwed everything up. And do not think that 2020 is throwing you the worst curve they possibly could. This is a special edition of Hell of a Show, early morning. And we're going to see how this goes. But we got a special announcement from Nine Realms Publishing. We'll get that out here in just a moment. Want to make sure that y'all can see and hear me okay. And let's get some shares out there if we can, please. Apologize ahead of time because, yes, Zombie Phil. Working on first cup of coffee right now. Probably going to be working on more. So hope everyone had a productive sleep, we'll call it. Can't very well say productive day because it doesn't fit into the montage right now. But thank you for being here, who all's here right now. And we'll get this thing started here very shortly. So give it just a moment. Go ahead and make sure we got a couple more shares in here. And I'll bring my guest out here and we'll get this going. It's going to be kind of a short deal today. It's not a regular Hell of a Show. We've got a cover reveal and a couple of announcements we want to go over. So get that going here in just a moment. Again, if you'll just let me know you can see and hear me, I'd appreciate that. And then we will get going. I do not do morning, so I am here and I'm trying to get going with this one here, but this is some important stuff, so we want to get this out there and get it going first thing in the morning, and then we got some other announcements throughout the day. And Chris is in here. Appreciate you being here, Chris. Since 6, editing a podcast. See, if I start editing or doing anything with a podcast at 6 o'clock in the morning, I don't want to see the end result. There's just no telling how bad that can possibly get. All right, so let's go ahead and make this official. Zombie Phil here with DemoNation. Hell of a show. And we're going to go ahead and bring out our guest right now. It's not a regular show, so I really don't get into all of the sponsors and everything because this is not the normal setting on this. So we're going to go ahead and just jump straight into this one and see what happens. If you've got questions, be sure to ask as we go along, and we will try to get to them as we go. Like I said, it's going to be kind of a short deal on this one. It's not going to be the full hour on here. So here is Michael Oden, and we're going to be talking Elysian Fields, Pyramid Gambit.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's going on, Michael? Appreciate you being here.
Yeah, it's early. I know. I brought you out of your environment. You were up till like 2 last night?
3:30, but yeah.
Hey, man, it's all good. All you need is like 4 hours of sleep. That's all you need. Of course.
I mean, it's beauty sleep. What can it possibly do for me?
Anyways, so today we're going to be doing a big reveal. I've been excited to do this reveal for a while, but I wanted to wait until there was a special moment for this, and I figure, today's a pretty big day, and it's crazy to think that it's almost been 20 years, just about. Time slips away from us, and it's still one of those things where I look back at, and it was such a big part of my life. So to look around and see like all these kids growing up, even I've got a 2-year-old, and they don't have the context of 9/11. It's mind blowing to me. I was a kid in 3rd grade, and honestly, I had no idea what was going on because you see things on the television and you don't know how to react because up until this moment, the only explosions and what I had seen were in movies like James Bond, and in those explosions were cool. They're what got you into the theater. But when I looked around the room and I saw my teachers, I couldn't help but feel this big pit in my stomach, and I don't want to go in too much into that because it's not the point of today. Because the point is that 20 years ago, everyone in this nation, even the world, was given a terrifying perspective, this dark one that showed just what hate could drive people to do. But the important thing that we got out of it, even if it was only for a brief moment, was that we came together. Not just as Americans or anything, but as human beings, as people. Every person across the country saw what happened, and we all felt it. But as scary as it was, we found in each other that support we needed to move forward. And that was probably the biggest thing I remember about September 11th. And this would in no small way, shape the next 20 years of our collective lives. A lot of us, from my generation and the generation before, enlisted or joined the military as a way to make sure that, something like this would never happen again, and to protect our families, friends, loved ones from this very present hate that we were all awakened to. And that's why I'm here today, to talk about men and women who put everything on the line. I have talked a lot of times about how Elysian Fields, the Pyramid Gambit, would have a support our troops tier. And so as a way to remember this day, not for the tragedy it was, but for a moment that inspired the best in many of us, to put our lives on the line to defend things that we hold dear, our liberties, families and friends, each other. We are revealing this exclusive cover by Ted Lehman, who I see is in the audience actually, that I feel really captures that very essence of selfless service and commemorates us at our best. So without further ado, let's check out the main event. I've got it right here. We're not even just doing like a big screen share thing. I have the actual original piece that Ted sent to me. This is the Support Our Troops cover of Elysian Fields, the Pyramid Gambit. So
that is amazing to be able to pull both stories in together into one to have as a cover on there. That is phenomenal.
So what we have here, and like when I talked to Ted about it, I was like, I want like a medic kind of dragging off a wounded soldier. And so he's got like these ripples of smoke are from like a smoke grenade that are supposed to be obscuring them while he's doing this. And then you've got our version of Achilles up here, who's kind of ethereal and is coming out of the smoke. And with his spear, he's pointing them in the direction of safety right over here. And then with the shield, he's blocking the incoming fire of bullets from, you got some insurgents up here at the top of that building that are shooting. So he's defending these guys while they get to safety. And one of the big things that I remember from like early stories of the war was there's this story about a soldier who was going out there and picking up, he was grabbing wounded people and bringing them back to the medevac. And then there was also an instance where an enemy combatant got wounded, and so he grabbed that guy and brought him back to the medevac. And they're like, this isn't one of our people. It's like, this is what we do. We're Americans. We're soldiers. And protecting people, defending them, providing aid, it's what we're here for, to showcase that we're not this big bad monster. And I think that while there are times where I feel like we might not live up to those ideals, it's important to constantly strive for them. And that's what superhero books are all about, is striving to be the best of what we can be. And so I really wanted to showcase something that really puts soldiers and our heroes at their best. It's not like a big, ass kicking piece. It's somebody trying to help somebody else. And that's what I really wanted to go for, and that's the spirit that we have going into this. But yeah, we have, as you said, this was the main event of this, but we also do have a few other announcements to make. So
well, before we start into that, I want to go ahead and say something real quick, because the coffee's starting to kick in just a little bit.
Woo!
Yeah, just a hair though, don't
just a smidge. We're gonna get a little bit of alive, Phil. We're kind of transitioning from zombie into land of the living.
Yeah, we'll still keep it zombie for now, just for cover. But the main thing that I want to bring up is anybody who's been in the military, anybody who especially was around that area, anything, I want to go ahead and say thank you, for everything that you've done and everything that you've been through and all that. But I want to go further than that, because emergency services that were involved, firefighters, police, everybody that was there trying to help out further. See, that's the thing that people don't understand, is there's further than that. There were people who were just people
Yeah.
who were helping out. It was just a matter of people being people. So we can actually do that again. And I keep bringing it up on different shows and keep bringing it up in different things. And today really kind of makes it hit home more than ever, because we actually showed it. We actually showed it can be done. So if it can be done and we proved it once, then damn it, why can't we do it again? I mean, it makes no sense why it can't happen again. So it's time to put some differences behind us and try to figure out what we need to do to go ahead and just move on and become better people, because it shouldn't take tragedy every time to go ahead and bring out the best in somebody. It should just take being human. So that being said, with the support our troops tier and everything that's available on here, and with that particular cover, it not only is something that's available, that's going to be available whenever this launches, it's something that shows the unity that is a part of who we are in humans. So that's what I wanted to go ahead and bring up on there. But again, thank you to all of the military, thank you to all the emergency services and everything, and thank you to anyone. And my heart goes out to anyone who was actually involved in that personally whenever it happened.
Yeah,
almost 2
absolutely.
years ago.
Yeah, no, I mean, couldn't have said it better myself. So man, how to top that act. Now I feel like my coffee's kind of starting to wear off. Anyways, but so with this support our troops tier that we are doing, we have a few announcements to make. And probably the biggest one is, so it's not just going to be a special cover book. That cover is exclusive to Indiegogo.
Mm-hmm.
But we were very fortunate in having a not only fantastic artist, but another veteran himself express interest in wanting to do something with us in that support our troops tier. So we're taking this time to announce officially the involvement of Justin Hunt,
Yep.
who will be doing a what we're calling the War Cry pinup. And Justin is fantastic. If you haven't seen his stuff, you need to go check it out. But we're even going a bit further. So obviously the support our troops package is going to include that pinup by Justin Hunt, but you're going to get an additional few pages in the book that'll be an art gallery of like him progressing through making his pinup. And one of the things that he's doing for the pinup is he's creating an Elysian Fields unit patch that is mythology themed. And so that unit patch will also be included in the support our troops package. And then we are also going to be making a challenge coin with the unit patch on one side and the Elysian Fields logo on the other. And so that all is going to be what's available in that support our troops package. And, I said it on the last stream that I was on with Phil, but every purchase of the support our troops package, $10 of the purchase goes to the Special Forces Charitable Trust, who is a great organization. They not only help out the veterans from this very elite community of soldiers, but they help out their families. They provide relief. They do a whole bunch of really great things. So it's fantastic to be able to partner with this organization. And I've been talking with them here over the past few weeks, and they're absolutely fantastic. They are just a great organization, and I'm very excited to be partnered with them.
And it's a good cause. It's a good setup all the way around on there. And if you don't know who Justin Hunt is, just to go ahead and kind of give you a little bit about him, he is a veteran. So he came at this very passionately and wanted to be involved regardless of what it took to go ahead and jump into this. He will be starting work on the piece this weekend. He's already told me that. So he'll be starting to work on there and be sharing that with the Nine Realms team to go ahead and keep, abreast of the work on there. As we get finished pencils, inks, that kind of thing, we'll be sharing that on the Nine Realms page so you can keep a look at that. But Justin puts a lot of passion into what he does. Whenever we mention that it is a military package and what is involved in it, he's planning on putting some of his best work in there. So it is definitely something that you want to look into getting and being a part of. And like Michael already said, it's part of Indiegogo with the support our troops package tier on there, and that is it. You won't be able to go ahead and contact Michael later on. You won't be able to get on a website or anything later on after this is over with and get this. This is a one-off as a matter of respect to those who go ahead and get it. It's going to be very limited edition because of that. But again, $10 of each purchase on this tier is actually going to go towards the Special Forces uh, Trust Fund.
Charitable trust. And then we are going to be printing 20 extra to give to the on the Zero issue. I went and did the thing with the Special Forces Clinic at Walter Reed, and so we're going to do that again. And I'm going to do that for the Support Our Troops package. They'll be getting the book, the patch, the pinup, the challenge coin. So Mog Park says you got me at challenge coin and patch. And so yeah, that tier will be available through. We have the Support Our Troops tier, and we also have the whole enchilada, which does collect every cover of the book, including the Support Our Troops package. And again, $10 of that will also go towards the Special Forces Charitable Trust.
Absolutely. So I mean, overall, it's a good thing to have out there, to have this available and everything. And we wanted to go ahead and present this today because there's a lot of negative memories and whatnot with today, and we try to stay positive with this. So we're trying to show that there is positive momentum in this world, and if it starts in the comic industry and can work out into the actual world, so be it. But I think this is a very positive thing, and especially showing two huge eras colliding on that cover with that, to go ahead and show the unity that's involved between two huge eras that were involved. So I personally think it's probably one of the most iconic covers I've seen in a very, very long time, and cannot wait for it to be completely finished and see the finished design on there and ready to go ahead and pick that up myself. So I hope everyone else gets excited about that. Please share it out as well. If you're not a part of the Nine Realms Publishing team or family on here, then jump on the page. Definitely get on the Nine Realms Publishing page so you'll be abreast of what's coming out a little bit quicker on that. And be launching on the 22nd. So get ready for that. It's coming to Indiegogo on the 22nd. Grab it while it's there. You do not want to miss out on these kind of things. But again, show your unity. Show what means the right amount to you and everything in this world, and go ahead and make an impact that way. And that's what we're trying to show through this cover and through the Support Our Troops package.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I have anything else to add. We have the mailing list for the pre-launch campaign going up right now. We'll do Mog. And we have the pre-launch campaign up there, and then we are Dan, and that's it. You know what? That is something. So second wave backers and everything, I owe you guys an apology. I know that it's taken me a long time to get you your books. I'm going to be honest with you. The international perk tier from the first wave wiped out all that I had kind of put away for shipping, because the shipping rates, I made a personal goof up. And so I've taken that upon me. So the second wave of shipping is completely coming out of pocket. So I'm doing the second wave of fulfillment here for the normal backers. It should be this weekend. I'm going to try and get the retailers in as well, because we have 3 retailers that have purchased it. It'll just depend on like how much I have right now. I had saved up and put a little bit aside, but the retailer perks are going to be more expensive to ship, obviously, because there's a lot of books. So I'm going to be shipping out that stuff here. Hopefully Monday. I'm in the process of making the print labels, so we are going to get those out to you. I apologize that it's taken me so long. There's just been a lot of stuff going on, and as I said, this is coming completely out of pocket. because I did a blanket $10 shipping rate for everybody with the original campaign. And when we had launched that, the difference between the domestic stuff would have been made up for to do international, but then the pandemic kind of hit and the shipping rates rose for everybody, and so that threw off everything. And by that point, it was too late. I couldn't do anything about it. People had purchased tiers, and Indiegogo won't let you go back and edit those tiers unless if somebody's already purchased it. So, like, it is what it is. I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody. This was my own goof up, and so I'm taking care of that. So Dan, you'll be I hope to be getting your book out here this Monday, if I can think and talk. And for everybody else that's watching, that's been a part of that second wave, I'm hoping to get yours guys' stuff out there here as well. Okay, so at the very least, the books will all be shipped before we launch on Tuesday. So thank you guys for your patience, and we're really excited to get you this next book. I think that you guys are going to really have a blast. Marcelo's art in it is fantastic, and we've just been having a blast really doing this. And there's the cover once again blown up for you, so that you can really take that in. And we hope to see you at Pyramid Gambit. Get on that mailing list. We launch on the 22nd.
Now, Mog, you're saying, hope we have this posted on the military social media sites. I'm working on that as well, but
yeah,
we can use all the help we can get. So share this out everywhere. This is not your normal, just need money, want to get by, that kind of thing, whatever. This has actually got a very special part to all of us that are involved, because by being able to go ahead and share this money with the Special Forces Trust on that, that's huge. And then to have somebody like Justin Hunt come on here and offer up his services and everything as well. And I am so looking forward to his print being added to this particular setup on here as well. So yeah, as much as you can, share this out, get as many people involved in this. Share out this video, share out the posts that I'll be posting on there, share out the posts that Michael will be putting out there. Nine Realms Publishing will be putting posts out, everything. So just make sure we get everything out there. September 22nd, we'll be doing a hard launch actually on IndieVolt.
Yes, we will be on IndieVolt, and we've got a whole bunch. We'll have Scott. For those of you that's our last show, you guys got to see Scott Rosenmund, and he's a treat. He's all sorts of fun to watch. And then we'll have Justin Hunt there, me, Demon Phil, Varian Grant, all of those great people will be there.
Well, I wouldn't call me great, but
I said what I said. Anyways,
it is. But so, just to let you know, I mean, that's what we've got going on with this, and that's what Michael wanted to go ahead and bring up, and we wanted to kind of talk about and bring out. But again, as far as today is concerned, keep an eye out. You know, we've got some other things we'll be posting up, and we'll definitely be posting some of the other covers and whatnot on there. But above and beyond that, be a better human. Just at least today alone, if you do it for just 24 hours, be a better human. Go ahead and show that unity and show that we can do it again. Because if we've shown that we can do it once, then there's no excuse. So do what you can on that. Like I said, one pebble in a pond, you already know, because there's enough of us here right now to go ahead and make waves of change. So I think we can get much bigger waves if we go ahead and really push this out. So what do you have to close it out, Michael?
Oh man, you're leaving this on me after you did that? That's not cool, man. You know, just as he said, be the best version of yourself that you can be today, at the very least for today. Help somebody in need, do something for your community, do something for your friends, do something for your family. And because that's the ultimate way to honor the sacrifice that these guys have put out there. Police officers, first emergency responders, soldiers that have lost their lives over the past 20 years trying to do the best that they could to protect and serve the community the best way to honor the sacrifice that they've made is to do the right thing yourself. And I'm not asking anybody to go enlist or do anything like that, but it all starts with simple acts of kindness. We put that into the world, we get it back.
Completely agree on that. So that's all that we've got for right now on this particular version here. I hope you've enjoyed getting to know a little bit more about what's going on with Nine Realms Publishing and what's coming out with this. And hopefully you have a great day. Go out there, make a change, make an effort, get those waves going. And you'll be seeing Demon Phil after about another hour or so. So Zombie Phil will be cutting it out here right now. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. And definitely, please, please, please share this out. Get the word out there. And let's start making those waves of change.